Okay, so we have an update on the Avid build. While I was out on vacation up in Idaho, not doing any flying, but I was doing some skiing or snowboarding, box came for me from Grand Rapids Avionics. It's not going to be, I know it's not going to be my display, but I did order up the sensors and engine monitoring system, and we're just going to do an opening it up, kind of showing what it is and what came inside and what I'm doing with the build, so you can kind of get an idea if you wanted to go this route. So let's open her up. First things first, from big tip from all are the guys that are actually building planes. Your inventory manifest. Make sure you get it all and check it all. So let's take a look. All right. So first things first is our model 2000 4-stroke engines, EIS, engine information system. I decided to go with Grand Rapids system because you could either mount this on the dash, or you can actually hide it away and just have the panel up front reading from the system. The reason I went with a 4-stroke, or the 4-stroke engine system, is because it has an extra, mark it off, it has an extra aux port. And the reason I wanted that was, I'll start to show you. So right here we got a pressure sender, 28 psi. Right there, should be 2 of those. So what it's going to read now is, I'm going to have it read fuel pressure and coolant or pressure, water pressure. So that's why I needed the extra aux to read this, these 2 sensors that I got. So there's 1 and there's 2. So like I was saying, this is going to be fuel and the water pressure. So I am going to be running the traditional Mikuni pump, which is the pulse pump that has the diaphragm in it that pulses from the negative pressure in the crankcase. And I'm also going to be running the electric fuel pump in series with that pump, and I just want to make sure I have the proper fuel pressure at all times, and it will read, connect up to the system and display it over on the panel. So what else we have here is we have 2 brand new exhaust temperature sensors. I have 2 from the plane already. 1, 2, 1, 2, done. I have 2 on the plane already. I just wanted to get 2 brand new ones, just so I know I'm having the most accurate reading, especially breaking in or working with a brand new motor, never built or never played with a 670 before. So I just want to make sure I have all my set points and danger zones readily available and precise reading. What else I got was the water temperature. This is going to screw into the head, or the head of the motor down below. And what else do we have here? So probes, 1, 2 of those, food sensor, boom. And that's that for what I'm be running for the engine sensors and engine monitoring points. Is going to be those right there. Look at this beautiful wiring harness comes with it, with the 4-stroke one, already made for you. So all you're not going to have to do, which I thought I was going to have to do, was, or you do, it looks like you do have to build it. And this, I need to read, probably connects back here, I want to say. Yep, perfect. And this also is going to read, so this right here will be doing the main reading of all the sensor points, and it's going to send a signal out to the display. So what you do, from when I was talking to Grand Rapids, is, great guys by the way, highly recommend dealing with them. Oh, looks like it comes with a warning light. Is talking through it, I did find out that through this is where you do your programming of all your sensors points. So you want to set your EGT range, you want to set your pressure ranges, fuel and water, and water temperature ranges, stuff like that. You got to program it through your engine monitoring system, and then once that's done, you can remote hide it away. So don't bury this thing, plug it in, get all your panel wired up beautifully, and then start trying to do through the panel, because it won't do the point sense. So you do need to have this out to do it. So as you can see, it's just a simple box with a connection off the back, and then I will be mounting the pressure sensors, water temp temperature, and the EGT temperatures, and then be doing my wiring. The wiring and panel is going to be later on in the future. This is kind of showing you what system I'm going to be using and why I chose to go this past month since I started this project. I've, you guys seen the carbon fiber panels I've been making. This one was number 2. Was able to get a better pattern out, and then I've been produced one out for Nick, and a couple of you guys want one, so that's awesome. They're great panels. I hope you enjoy them. And then Nick buffed his out, shined it up, cut it up, beautiful. But so what I'm basically planning out is reading through all the wiring diagrams for this, for the sensors, and for the panel itself. And I've never done a wiring job this intense before, but honestly it looks fairly straightforward to what goes where and how it's supposed to run and stuff along those lines. So I'm in that process now. I made a simple tree to kind of give me an idea of where things are going to go, what ports are using, and stuff along those lines. And when we get later on in the video of me actually starting to wire this plane back up, I'll be able to show that to you guys. I love input on, hey, that's stupid, or that's a great idea, and also share your ideas. So anyways, that's where we're at now. And you probably might be wondering about cost. The Grand Rapids Avionics are, when you're looking on the scale of your Dions, your Garmins and stuff along those lines, they are on the more economical scale. For this, I budgeted for this project to be $2,800 for the upgrading of the avionics, new sensors, and all stuff like that. So just kind of break down on costs. The Model 2000 for the 4-stroke engines, it runs $528. The pressure sensors are $25 a piece. The EGT clamps, I'm sorry, the pressure sensors are actually $50 a piece. The water temperature sensor is $25, and the EGTs are $43 a piece. So for the grand total for this right here, I was looking at $762.84 with shipping and the insurance or to ship it. So that's just this. And then the panel is probably gonna run me, I believe it's gonna be $1,800. I'm just getting the panel and the moving map. I don't need synthetic vision for this plane now. Reason being, it's a strict VFR plane, can't even fly it at night, no lights. So that's why I'm going that route. It's cheaper for me upfront costs. And if you do, what's kind of cool about the system, if you do want to go out and get the autopilots or your synthetic vision and all, I think they can make a heads-up display. Your panel is basically just flashware that will open up the ports for it, or open up the program in it to utilize those programs within it. I do know if you went with, I think the Sport EX, which I'm gonna go with, I don't think it has as many auxiliary points as your Horizons or your bigger panels. So you might be limited on what you could add as in servos and heads-up displays and stuff like that. But for this plane, that was my budget. I think I'm really lucking out price-wise. If you're looking at just a used Garmin, you're looking at, $5-6 grand. So this is all a brand new system, and it's going to be a fun adventure wiring it all together. It looked very intuitive and pretty easy to install, program, and run. And also the main panel, I'm not going to get that for another month, I think. But good news, well, shitty news as well, is the motor's not coming for another 2 months or a month. So everyone's busy and time crunches or supplies are not readily available. So that is the system I'll be running, and it kind of gives you an idea, if you're running an Avid, what you might want to do when you go out and upgrade your avionics systems. So hope you enjoyed.